So what do you think we got to do with Rocket Man?
Well, I think that the president has made it very clear to everybody that, you know what, we're willing to deal with him. And if either of you two don't want to, we're going to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to end quick and tidy. Probably ugly, but quick and tidily. You know what I mean?
Do you think nuclear? You think they'd go nuclear? Or just have a lot of those Moabs?
I'll tell you right now. You know what? Now that you say the word Moab, I think Trump is dying to fucking drop some Moabs
like
on
50 of them.
Like dying to drop Moabs on North Korea. It's probably not a bad idea because it's not all radiation poison and all that shit that might blow. Like I think we were talking about that last week.
Well, because we don't want to fuck South Korea up or China.
No, you don't want to fuck up China because we owe them a lot of money. It doesn't matter. The wind blows that way. I think Washington State, Seattle is more worried about getting fallout than fucking Beijing is. You know what I mean?
Right.
The way the wind fucking moves on this planet. By the way, speaking of the planet, I don't want to get way off base, but we'll never get back to this. You know how sometimes we talk about, is there life on other planets? You get all starry-eyed and dreamy, and I'm like... Fucking if there is, we're never ever gonna fucking find it because it's such a vast universe. Well, they threw another fucking wrench into the works of is there life on other planets this week at NASA, and that is and it seems minute, but they're saying it's fucking gonna wipe out the possibilities of life in like 90% of these places that they're thinking of that might have life, and that's stellar wind. Is now a factor to consider when considering life on other planets.
Stellar or solar?
Stellar, same thing. Stellar and solar wind is the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, solar, stellar, it's the same thing.
Does stellar have to do with something with Barbra
stars?
Streisand?
With stars? Stellar means stars, Joe. The sun is a star. Solar, sun, stellar, stars. It's the same thing.
So they think that stellar wins. Well, how about if it's
They don't think it. They've figured out that it does. If there's more... Not all stars. It's like chaos theory. Stars produce different fucking amounts of stellar wind and radiation. Stars of the same exact size don't behave in the same. It's the whole thing where they, it's like when we split the atom, we find that shit's in 3 different places at once, and nothing. When you break it down on that little level, molecular level, but the sun and the stars is even on the huge level.
When you get into the quantum world,
exactly,
things change,
and nothing is the same. Nothing is as it seems.
We've got a lot to learn about the quantum world.
Oh, and by the way, by the time you and I are all done.
Well, that could be weeks.
Minutes. But at the same time, it's the same. Joe, the same thing. Weeks and 20 years is the same thing. Follow what I'm saying? It's like
especially
this. It's like this.
If you got up
it doesn't matter.
Isn't it cool, though, if you go fly up next to a black hole, and you're there for 5 minutes, and you come home, and Kat's 30 years older than she is right now. That kind of stuff's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but I'm not banging no 60-year-old.
No.
Look at the face.
You don't want to say
that.
that.
Over there, old man.
I know.
But
listen.
It's really pretty cool.
You know I'm not living to 80, right?
Yeah, I know.
Then I ain't banging no 60-year-old.